Hey there, I thought I would come on while I'm cutting this watermelon and talk a little bit about eating with your body's natural rhythms. So in the Lipedema Method, one of the things that I like to teach is eating in alignment with our circadian rhythm. I will sometimes hear people say, but your body doesn't have a clock. It doesn't know when you're taking calories in. And there's a little bit of yes and no to that comment, because the truth of the matter is our bodies biologically aren't meant to be eating in a 24-hour cycle. We are meant to have rest and digest at night. So it's always a great idea to take time off from eating as we go into the later part of the day. I typically suggest that we try and eat from sunup to sundown. I know that's much easier said than done during the summer months. But as we go into winter, one of the things that I like to recommend, not that we're going into winter, but eventually we will, is turning down the lights after dinner so that you are not being inundated with all of the fluorescent lights that are now in the long-lasting light bulbs. That allows your body to start settling in to the later part of the day so that you can get into that rest and digest hopefully sooner. I recommend giving your body about 12 hours of gut rest. There is research out there that shows that giving your body, if you are a female, between 14 and 60 hours may be beneficial for some people. But it's not beneficial if you are not getting in the calories that your body needs. In other words, skipping meals and prolonging a fast for the sake of trying to create a smaller body typically backfires. Because what happens is you can really compromise your leptin levels and your body will start to conserve nutrition because it may think that you are in a period of scarcity. Again, back to the fact that our biology hasn't caught up with our modern food environment. So I recommend really trying to eat in alignment with the day and night cycles, eating when the sun is up and trying to stop eating when the sun goes down. We all know that eating during the evening is not a great habit to get into, and yet if you have a spouse like mine that loves to snack on chips and salsa while watching TV from time to time, it can be extremely hard not to do that. But it's good to get in the habit of forming other activities, like maybe getting out a yoga mat and stretching on the floor, or going outside if you're not watching a movie together. Or one of my favorites is I pump and then I take a hot bath. So whatever works for you, the takeaway here is that you want to really try and create habits every night around your eating cycles. I'm having to get aggressive with this watermelon here. You want to try and create eating habits that are something you can do over and over again. So don't set up a habit pattern or try to that is not going to work with your work schedule, with your family life. If you're running littles to travel, baseball or gymnastics or whatever, if you're in that season of life, then be realistic with your scheduling. But above all, really try and not eat during the nighttime hours. It's that simple. Making that one habit shift will do so much for your metabolic health. It will allow your gut health and beneficial gram-positive bacteria to flourish. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna have more energy when you wake up. And also, it's going to allow your gastric system to have some emptying overnight so that you can mobilize more fat. Who doesn't love that? We want to be able to burn the body fat that we already have stored on us instead of intaking more food and not using the body fat we have. So just a reminder to eat in alignment with day and night cycles. Everything in the body works on a rhythm, including the way that we should be eating. So just wanted to come back with that little reminder, and I will see you next time, my friends. Bye-bye.